didn't see you there. It's Thomas Edward. I'm the founder of @Model Land Rovers Off-Road, and if you didn't know what that is, I take pictures of little model scale Land Rovers and make them look real in the heart of the Lake District. And for the people who did know, you already knew that. Today I'm going to show you where I keep my model Land Rovers. So many people, let me just get this box down here, might be familiar with this. What's me box with me branding on it? Always got to rep your name. And that's when I go out on photo shoots, I take them in this box. But when I get home, I take them out of this box because it gets quite damp inside. It's not very good for Land Rovers to get damp. So at home we have a luxury barn. They used to have another barn. If you've been following me on Instagram, you'll know. But we've recently got a luxury barn. And I'm going to show you today what that luxury barn looks like and what does it entail. So come with me. So we're out outside the front door now. So we'll just give them a tap and see if there's anyone at home. No, no one there. Oh, it's all very quiet. I'll just open the doors. Let's have a look what's going on in here. Oh, there they are. Hello, lads. How are you? I think they're all having a day off from me today, and they've all been in. We haven't done any photography, so it's been very wet and cold. So I think they've stayed in. So let's have a closer look. Who's inside? So, at Model Land Rovers Off-Road on Instagram, the main 4 Land Rovers are these 4 in here, and they're known by the audience as the lads. That's everyone knows them by. But they all have their own names and their own characters, so we'll introduce you to each of them. So on the right there, the blue one, that's Bluey, who's an ex-mountain rescue Land Rover. You might be thinking, oh, it should be white, it should have flashing lights, but they had a delay on 110s, so they ordered 2 90s. It was blue in another green 90 called George, and they stepped in. But this Bluey and George were so useful, they kept him on for many years, and Bluey's now like a trainer, so when they get a new Land Rover, and he goes out and trains them. Back in the last year, he trained up Philip, who's quite a well-known character on the channel, on the page I mean. And then at the back, the little red one at the back, that's Freddie. He's sort of hiding behind Bluey because he's a bit camera shy, but also he's got no front number plate because he lost it on a recent Wales trip, so he's keeping out the way there. But Freddie is the toff of the lads. He's a posh one. No, he's a country gent. But his career was pulling racehorses around England. So he's really famous racehorses around England. I think he even went around Europe, and he had a horse box on the back and he tore him around, but he had an accident where he doesn't really talk about it. I don't even know what's happened, to be honest, but he didn't want to go back into that career, so he sort of went off on his own, and then the lads found him, and now he has his home. And then on the other side, at the back there, a white one, Diesel. He's also keeping off camera because he's very suspicious of people. Diesel is ex-Dorset police force for the 70s and early 80s. And he's no slouch. He likes order, and he does his own thing, and he's very safety conscious. So when the lads are on the road and something's happening, he'll go and make sure everyone's all right, or he'll block the road off. He's proper ex-police force man, Land Rover. And then at the front here, let me focus it in. It was Brody. He was my pal. He's my first Land Rover what created Model Land Rovers Off-Road, but also he's just such a good character. I have a lot of history with Brody. But Brody is technically a Series 2 that was built in 1960 but he had a crash in 1990 and they put a Series 3 front end on him. And he's had quite a career in roadworks and tarmacking and making roads, and I think he's one of the only Land Rovers to have been involved in all the big major motorways in England. So he's had quite a history. Brody, he probably should have a OBE really for the amount of work he's done, but he likes he likes keeping out the way. He likes being in the background, but he's a hero. So next door you've got Peter, who's I think he's a 61 Land Rover Series 2 109, so he's a long wheelbase, and a story beginning of 2019, Christmas 2018 but early 2019. Bruce, who's a bit of a maverick, is a Land Rover Discovery 2 of quite a background, but we don't know what his background is, but he's had quite a bit of an upbringing. He found him on a railway in Derbyshire, a railway called Middleton Railway, and he was found in the corner of the yard, and Bruce raced back up to Cumbria, saw Bluey, got a trailer, drove back there and towed him out and rescued him. And he's been a railway Land Rover all his life, and he was in a shade of blue, like BR, British Rail blue. And they brought him up, but he didn't have a name. He wasn't called Peter, he had no name, he was just a workhorse. So the audience on my Instagram page named him Peter, and we decided what colour to paint him, so we painted him proper Land Rover green. We got him a new canvas top, in a galvanised chassis, and all sorts of stuff. But as you can see, he's on a jack at the moment, with his front wheels in the air, and I've just been informed by Brody that he's got a few noises coming from his front differential. So we'll have to see what's going on there. It don't sound good. Might be a bit of an overhaul again. It's a bit of a shame because he just had an overhaul about a year ago, so something's gone wrong there. So Brody will sort it, because Brody's the mechanic of the garage. All those years of fixing diggers and dumper trucks have come in handy. So yeah, that's my garage really. So that's my Land Rovers and Peter next door getting repaired. I hope you've enjoyed my video. I hope you want to do more like this soon, and make sure to give us a like and a subscribe, and always leave a comment, and remember to click that big